In an industry known for drama, celebrity gossip, and scandal, it's rare to find a story that simply touches the heart. But that's exactly what happened when Hollywood legend Robert De Niro made headlines, not for a film premiere, a red carpet appearance, or an awards show, but for a quiet, powerful act of love. His daughter, Airyn De Niro, came out publicly as transgender in April 2025. And De Niro's response? Not a long-winded statement. Not a PR-crafted press release. Just a simple, loving declaration. I don't know what the big deal is. And in that one sentence, Robert De Niro reminded the world that sometimes, love is simple. Sometimes, love just is. Today, we're diving into the full story behind that moment, the story of Airyn's journey, her father's unwavering support, and what it means for families around the world navigating gender, identity, and acceptance. Before this story made headlines, not many people outside Hollywood circles knew much about Airyn De Niro. Born in 1995, she's one of Robert De Niro's 7 children. She and her twin brother Julian were born to De Niro and model actress Toki Smith, a groundbreaking figure in her own right as one of the first black models to grace the pages of high-fashion magazines in the 1980s. Growing up in the shadow of Hollywood royalty, Airyn largely stayed out of the limelight. She wasn't a tabloid fixture, and she didn't chase fame. Instead, she built a quiet life of self-exploration, study, and reflection. And in 2024, at the age of 29, she made a life-altering decision to begin hormone replacement therapy and begin living publicly as her true self, a transgender woman. For some, it might seem late, but for many in the LGBTQ+ community, especially black trans women, the journey to self-acceptance takes time. Years of unlearning, of surviving in a world that often marginalizes, stereotypes, or erases. For Airyn, it was less about when she transitioned, and more about how she chose to live moving forward, openly, honestly, and unapologetically. Airyn shared her story in a heartfelt interview with Them magazine, a platform dedicated to queer voices and perspectives. In that interview, she didn't just talk about the medical aspects of transition. She went deeper. She talked about race, about gender, about invisibility. She said, quote, "There's a difference between being visible and being seen. That distinction may sound subtle, but it's everything. To be visible means people notice you. To be seen means people understand you." Airyn also opened up about feeling like a late bloomer and the emotional complexity of realizing her identity later in life. She described the pressures of growing up black and assigned male, and how those layers of identity made her feel like she didn't belong anywhere. But what stood out most was her calm confidence. This wasn't a story of pain and tragedy. It was a story of resilience, insight, and hope. So how did Robert De Niro respond? Not with spectacle, not with hesitation. He simply said, "I loved and supported Airyn as my son, and now I love and support Airyn as my daughter." I don't know what the big deal is. That sentence, just 19 words, carried more emotional weight than 1,000 press releases ever could.
Why?
Because it reflected what many LGBTQ+ children wish they could hear. That their love from family is unconditional. That their identity doesn't make them a stranger. That a name or pronoun change doesn't erase years of love, it continues it. Robert De Niro may be known for his tough guy roles in Goodfellas, Heat, and Casino. But off-screen, he's showing what real strength looks like. The courage to accept, support, and stand by your children, no matter what. Airyn didn't walk this journey alone. In her interview, she credited several figures for inspiring her, especially other Black trans women. She specifically mentioned Laverne Cox, the Emmy-nominated actress and advocate known for Orange is the New Black, as someone whose visibility helped light the way. When Laverne heard that she was part of Airyn's story, she responded publicly, expressing deep gratitude and solidarity. And this is where representation matters. Because for every Airyn, there are thousands of others watching, wondering if they can be seen too. Airyn's story isn't just about her. It's about the community she represents, and the lives she might now inspire to come forward. Let's take a moment to reflect on something crucial. According to the Trevor Project, LGBTQ+ youth who have at least one accepting adult in their lives are 40% less likely to attempt suicide. That's not a small statistic. That's life and death. And yet, so many young people are met with rejection, silence, or worse when they come out to their families. That's why De Niro's statement hit so hard for so many, not because he's famous, but because he got it right. No dramatics. No, I'm still learning, disclaimers. Just, I love my daughter. Imagine if every parent responded that way. Today, Airyn is studying to become a mental health counselor. Her goal? To help others navigate the same emotional terrain she's walked through, with grace, wisdom, and compassion. She knows what it feels like to question your place in the world. She knows what it feels like to carry expectations that were never yours to begin with. And she wants to be a guide, especially for young Black, queer, and trans individuals, to show them there is a future where they can thrive. Not just survive, but thrive. So why does this story matter beyond Hollywood? Because it signals something bigger. In a world where trans identities are politicized, debated, and attacked, a father saying, "I don't know what the big deal is," becomes a quiet act of rebellion. It pushes back against fear. It pushes back against hate. It says, "This is my child." And that's all that matters. That's a message not just for celebrities, but for all of us. Parents, teachers, friends, community leaders. We all have the power to make someone feel seen. Robert De Niro's words may have been simple, but they echoed across the world. In 2025, his response became a benchmark for what loving parenting can look like. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about being present. So here's to Airyn, for her courage, her clarity, and her compassion. And here's to Robert, for showing the world that sometimes, being a hero doesn't require a script. It just requires love. If you've made it this far, thank you. This story matters, and you helped carry it forward. So now, we want to hear from you. What does unconditional love mean to you? How can we all be better allies to the trans people in our lives? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, keep it respectful. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that matter. Until next time, be kind to yourselves and to each other.